ஜெய் ஸ்ரீ மாதாஜி. எல்லோருக்கும் வணக்கம். நம்ம எல்லோரும் மிகவும் பணிவோட ஸ்ரீ மாதாஜியை நமஸ்காரம் பண்ணி மெதுவாக குண்டலினி உயர்த்தி வந்தன் போட்டுக்கொள்வோம். ஜெய் ஸ்ரீ மாதாஜி. சந்தோஷ சித்தத்தோட குழந்தை நிலையில் தியானத்துக்கு உட்கார்வோம். கவனம் இரண்டு உள்ளங்கையும் சகசிராரம். ஸ்ரீ மாதாஜி, தயவு செய்து இன்றைய தியானத்துக்கு அனுமதி தந்து வழி நடத்துங்கள் தாயே. ஸ்ரீ மாதாஜி, இன்றைய தியானத்தில் எங்களுக்கு நிர்விச்சார ஆனந்த நிலையை தந்தருளுங்கள். மெதுவாக கண்களை மூடி கவனம் நம்மளுக்குள் கொண்டு வருவோம். நம்முடைய ஹிருதயத்தில் ஸ்ரீ மாதாஜியுடைய திருக்கமல பாதத்தை தரிசிப்போம். மெதுவாக நம்முடைய கவனம் சகசிராரம், மூன்று மகாமந்திரத்தை கூறுவோம். ஓம் त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री महालक्ष्मी महासरस्वती महाकाली त्रिगुणात्मिका कुंडलिनी साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देवी नमो नमः। ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री कल्की साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देवी नमो नमः। ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री कल्की साक्षात् श्री सहस्रार स्वामिनी मोक्ष प्रदायिनी माताजी श्री निर्मला देवी नमो नमः। மெதுவாக நம்முடைய கவனம் மூலாதார சக்கரம், ஸ்ரீ கணேச மந்திரம். ஓம் त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री गणेश साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देवी नमो नमः। மெதுவாக இரண்டு கைகளும் பூமிக்காய் மீது. ஸ்ரீ மாதாஜி,
மாதாஜி,
தயவு செய்து எங்களுடைய சக்கரங்களும் நாடிகளையும் தூய்மைப்படுத்துங்கள் தாயே.
இந்த சக்கரங்களின் ஆவியை பூமிப்படுத்துங்கள் தாயே.
எங்களுக்குள் உள்ள எல்லா விதமான எதிர்மறைகளையும் தாங்களுடைய பூமி தத்துவத்துக்குள் எடுத்துக் கொள்ளுங்கள்.
எங்களுக்குள்ள எல்லா எதிர்மறைகளையும் தங்களுடைய பூமி தத்துவத்துக்குள் இழுத்துக் கொள்ளுங்கள்.
கவனம் 2 உள்ளங்கையும் சகஸ்ராரத்தில் வைத்து தூய்மையடைய பார்த்திருப்போம். आदि भूमि माता साक्षात ओम त्वमेव साक्षात श्री आदि भूमि माता साक्षात श्री आदि शक्ति माता जी श्री निर्मला देवी नमो नमः. நாடியை தூய்மைப்படுத்துவோம். இடது கை மடிக்கி கொண்டு வருவோம். வலது கை பூமி தாய் மீது இருக்கட்டும். கவனம் இடா நாடி. 2 உள்ளங்கையும் உச்சந்தலையில் வைத்து மனதார பிரார்த்திப்போம். ஸ்ரீ மாதாஜி, தாங்களே சாக்ஷாத் ஸ்ரீ மகாகாளி ஸ்ரீ பைரவ்நாத் தயவு செய்து எங்களுடைய இடா நாடியை பாதிக்கிற எங்களுக்குள் உள்ள தேவையற்ற கடந்த கால நினைவுகள், தமோ குணத்தோடு எல்லா விதமான எதிர்மறைகளை பூமி மார்க்கமாக நீக்கிவிடுங்கள் தாயே. எங்களுடைய இடா நாடியை தூய்மைப்படுத்துங்கள். श्री गणेश चतुर्शीर्ष गुरु ओम नमस्ते गणपतये त्वमेव प्रत्यक्षं तत्त्वमसि त्वमेव केवलं कर्तासि त्वमेव केवलं धर्तासि त्वमेव केवलं हर्तासि त्वमेव सर्वं कल्विदं ब्रह्मासि त्वं साक्षादात्मासि नित्यं हृदं वच्मि सत्यं वच्मि अवत्वं मामवक्तारम् अवश्रोतारम् अवदातारम् अवधातारम् अवानुचानमवशिष्यम् अवपश्चातात् अवपुरस्तात् अवोत्तरातात् अवदक्षिणातात् अवचोद्धातात् अवाधरातात् सर्वतो मां पाहि पाहि समन्तात् त्वं वाङ्मयस्त्वं चिन्मयः त्वं आनन्दमयस्त्वं ब्रह्ममयः त्वं सच्चिदानन्दाद्वितीयोऽसि त्वं प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्मासि त्वं ज्ञानमयो विज्ञानमयोऽसि सर्वं जगदिदं त्वत्तो जायते सर्वं जगदिदं त्वत्त सृष्टति सर्वं जगदिदं त्वयि लयमेष्यति सर्वं जगदिदं त्वयि प्रत्येति त्वं भूमिरापो नलो निलो नभः त्वं चत्वारि वाक्पदानि त्वं गुणत्रयातीतः त्वं देहत्रयातीतः त्वं कालत्रयातीतः त्वं मूलाधारस्थितोऽसि नित्यं त्वं शक्तित्रयात्मकः त्वां योगिनो ध्यायन्ति नित्यं त्वं ब्रह्मा त्वं विष्णुस्त्वं रुद्रस्त्वं इन्द्रस्त्वम् अग्निस्त्वं वायुस्त्वं सूर्यस्त्वं चन्द्रमास्त्वं ब्रह्मभूर्भुवस्वरों गणादीं पूर्वमुच्चार्य वर्णादीं तदनन्तरम् अनुस्वार परतरः अर्धेन्दुलसितं तारेण ऋद्धम् एतत्तव मनुस्वरूपं गकार पूर्वरूपम् अकारो मध्यमरूपम् अनुस्वार शान्त्यरूपम् बिन्दुरुत्तररूपम् नाद सन्धानं संहिता सन्धिः सैषा गणेशविद्या गणकऋषिः निःसृद्गायत्री छन्दः गणपतिर्देवता ॐ गं गणपतये नमः एकदन्ताय विद्महे वक्रतुण्डाय धीमहि तन्नो दन्तिः प्रचोदयात् एकदन्तं चतुर्हस्तं पाशमङ्कुशधारिणं रदं च वरदं हस्तैर्बिभ्राणं मूषकध्वजं रक्तं लम्बोदरं शूर्पकर्णकं रक्तवाससं रक्तगन्धानुलिप्ताङ्गं रक्तपुष्पैः भक्तानुकम्पिनं देवं जगत्कारणमच्युतम् आविर्भूतं च सृष्टयार्थौ प्रकृते पुरुषात् परम् एवं ध्यायति यो नित्यं स योगी योगिनां वरः नमो रात्रपतये नमो गणपतये नमः प्रमथपतये नमस्ते अस्तु लम्बोदराय एकदन्ताय विघ्ननाशिने शिवसुताय श्रीवरदमूर्तये नमो नमः साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देवी नमो नमः பிங்களா நாடியை தூய்மைப்படுத்துவோம். வலது கை மடி மீது இடது கை ஆகாயத்தை நோக்கி வைப்போம். श्री माताजी தாங்களே சாக்ஷாத் ஸ்ரீ மகாசரஸ்வதி ஸ்ரீ ஹனுமான தயவு செய்து எங்களுடைய பிங்களா நாடியை தூய்மைப்படுத்துங்கள் தாயே. எங்களுடைய பிங்களா நாடியை பாதிக்க தேவையற்ற பிற்கால கவலைகள் ரஜோகுணத்தோடு எல்லா விதமான எதிர்மறைகளை ஆகாய மார்க்கமாக நீக்கிவிடுங்கள் தாயே. இன்னைக்கு ஹனுமான் ஜெயந்தி. ஸ்ரீ ஹனுமானோட எல்லா குணங்களும் சக்திகளையும் பெற ஸ்ரீ மாதாஜிடம் பிரார்த்திப்போம். ஸ்ரீ மாதாஜி தாங்களே சாட்சாத் ஸ்ரீ ஹனுமான தயவு செய்து எங்களுக்கு ஸ்ரீ ஹனுமானோட பலம் புத்தி தெய்வீக காரியம் செய்ய தெய்வீக காரிய சக்தியை தந்தருளுங்கள் தாயே. ஸ்ரீ ஹனுமானோட பக்தி முழு சமர்ப்பண பாவத்தை எங்களுக்கு தந்தருளுங்கள். எங்களுடைய பிங்களா நாடியை தங்களுடைய வாயு தத்துவத்தால் குளுமைப்படுத்துங்கள். ஸ்ரீ ஹனுமானோட கவனம் எப்பவும் ஸ்ரீராம காரியத்து மேலே இருப்பது போல் நம்மளுடைய கவனமும் சகஜ காரியத்தில் நம்மளுடைய ஆன்மீக முன்னேற்றத்தில் எப்பவும் இருக்க ஸ்ரீ மாதாஜிடம் பிரார்த்திப்போம். ஸ்ரீ மாதாஜி, தயவு செய்து எங்களுடைய கவனத்தை தூய்மைப்படுத்துங்கள். எங்களுடைய காரிய சக்தியை எங்களுடைய முன்னேற்றமும் சகஜ காரியத்துக்கு எப்பவும் உபயோகப்படுத்துற மாதிரி எங்களை ஆசீர்வதிங்கள் தாயே. हनुमान चालीसा खोलना। श्री गुरु चरण सरोज रज निज मन मुकुर सुधारे भरनौ रघुवर विमल जसु जो दायक फल बुद्धिहीन तनु जानिके सुमिरोन पवन कुमार बल बुद्धि विद्या देहु मोहि हरहु कलेश विकार। जय हनुमान ज्ञान गुण सागर जय कपीश तिहु लोक उजागर राम दूत अतुलित बल धामा अंजनी पुत्र पवन सुत नामा महावीर विक्रम बजरंगी कुमति निवार सुमति के संगी कंचन वरन विराज सुवेशा कानन कुंडल कुंजित केसा हाथ वज्र और ध्वजा विराजे कांधे मूंज जनेऊ साजे शंकर सुमन केसरी नंदन तेज प्रताप महाजगवंदन विद्यावान गुणी अति चातुर राम काज करिबे को आतुर प्रभु चरित्र सुनिबे को रसिया राम लखन सीता मन बसिया राम लक्ष्मण जानकी जय बोलो हनुमान की। सूक्ष्म रूप धरि सिंह दिखावा विकट रूप धरि लंक जरावा भीम रूप धरि असुर संहारे रामचंद्र के काज संहारे लाय संजीवन लखन जियाए श्री रघुवीर हरषि उर लाए रघुपति कीन्ही बहुत बड़ाई तुम मम प्रिय भरत ही समभाई सहस्र भजन तुमरो यश गावे अस कहि श्रीपति कंठ लगावे सनकादिक ब्रह्मादि मुनीषा नारद शारद सहित अहिसा यम कुबेर बाल जहाते कवि कोविद कहि सगे कहाते तुम उपकार सुग्रीव ही कीन्हा राम मिलाय राजपद दीन्हा राम लक्ष्मण जानकी जय बोलो हनुमान की। तुमरो मंत्र विभीषण माना लंकेश्वर भय सब जग जाना युग सहस्र योजन पर भानु लील्यो ताहि मधुर फल जानु प्रभु मुद्रिका मेलि मुख माहि जलधि लांघि जय अचरज नाही दुर्गम काज जगत के जेते सुगम अनुग्रह तुमरे तेते राम दुआरे तुम रखवारे होत न आज्ञा बिन पैसारे सब सुख लहै तुम्हारी सरना तुम रक्षक काहू को डरना। आपन तेज सम्हारो आपे, तीनों लोक हांकते कांपे। भूत पिशाच निकट नहीं आवे, महावीर जब नाम सुनावे। राम लक्ष्मण जानकी, जय बोलो हनुमान की। नासे रोग हरे सब पीड़ा, जपत निरंतर हनुमत वीरा। संकट ते हनुमान छुड़ावे, मन क्रम वचन ध्यान जो लावे। सब पर राम तपस्वी राजा, तिनके काज सकल तुम साजा। और मनोरथ जो कोई लावे, साधु अमित जीवन फल पावे। चारों युग प्रताप तुम्हारा, हे प्रसिद्ध जगत उजियारा। साधु संत के तुम रखवारे, असुर निकंदन राम दुलारे। अष्ट सिद्धि नौ निधि के दाता, असवर दीन जानकी माता। राम रसायन तुम्हारे पासा, सदा रहो रघुपति के दासा। राम लक्ष्मण जानकी, जय बोलो हनुमान की। तुम्हारे भजन राम को पावे, जन्म जन्म के दुख बिसरावे। अंत काल रघुवर पुर जाई, जहाँ जन्मी हरि भक्त कहाई। और देवता चित्त न धरई, हनुमत से सर्व सुख करई। संकट कटे मिटे सब पीड़ा, जो सुमिरे हनुमत बल भीरा। जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई, जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई। कृपा करहु गुरुदेव की नाई, ईश तवार पाठ कर जोई। झूठ ही बंधी महासुख होय, जो यह पढ़े हनुमान चालीसा। होय सिद्धि साखी गौरी सा, तुलसीदास सदा हरि चेरा। कीजे नाथ हृदय महडेरा, कीजे नाथ हृदय महडेरा। राम लक्ष्मण जानकी, जय बोलो हनुमान की। राम लक्ष्मण जानकी, जय बोलो हनुमान की। जय बोलो हनुमान की। साक्षात श्री आदिशक्ति माता जी, श्री निर्मला देवी नमो नमः। இரண்டு கைகளும் மடி மீது, கவனம் சுஷும்னா நாடி. श्री माता जी। தாங்களே சாட்சாத் ஸ்ரீ மகாலட்சுமி ஸ்ரீ கணேசா, தயவு செய்து எங்களுடைய சுஷும்னா நாடியை தூய்மைப்படுத்துங்க தாயே. தியானத்துக்கு தேவையான சமநிலையை தாருங்கள். எங்களுடைய கவனம் நிகழ்காலத்தில் தியான நிலையில் இருக்க அருள் புரிங்க. கவனம் மூலாதார சக்கரம். ஸ்ரீ மாதாஜி. தயவு செய்து எங்களுக்குள் ஸ்ரீ கணேச தத்துவத்தை நிலைநிறுத்தி செயல்படுத்துங்கள் தாயே. எங்களுடைய மூலாதார சக்கரத்தை தூய்மையும் மங்களத்தோடு நிரப்பி விடுங்கள். மெதுவாக நம்முடைய கவனம் மூலாதாரம். ஸ்ரீ குண்டலினி கௌரி மாதா சாக்ஷாத் மந்திரத்தை கூறுவோம். ஓம் त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री कुंडलिनी गौरी माता साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माता जी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः. மெதுவாக நம்முடைய கவனம் இடது ஹிருதயத்துக்கு கொண்டு வருவோம். வலது கை ஹிருதயத்தில் வைப்போம். ஸ்ரீ மாதாஜி, தாங்களே சாக்ஷாத் ஸ்ரீ சிவ பார்வதி. தயவு செய்து எங்களுடைய ஹிருதயத்தை தங்களுடைய அன்பும் கருணையால் நிரப்பிவிடுங்கள் தாயே. தூய அன்பே எங்களுடைய சுபாவமாக மாற்றிவிடுங்கள். தங்களுடைய தூய அன்பால் எங்களுடைய ஹிருதயத்தை அழகுபடுத்துங்கள் தாயே. தூய அன்பே சத்தியம், இது எங்களுக்கு உணர செய்யுங்கள். எங்களுக்குள் உள்ள எல்லா விதமான வெறுப்பு, கோபம், பொறாமை, பேராசை எல்லாவற்றையும் முழுமையாக நீக்கிவிடுங்கள். தங்களுடைய அன்பை பெற எங்களுக்கு தகுதி உள்ளவங்களா மாற்றிவிடுங்கள். ஸ்ரீ மாதாஜி, தங்கள் அருளால் நான் தூய ஆத்மாதான். இந்த சத்தியத்தை எங்களுக்கு உணர செய்யுங்கள், அனுபவிக்க அருள் புரியுங்கள். தொடர்ந்து வலது கை ஹிருதயத்திலே வைப்போம். ஆத்மாஷ்டகத்தை கூறலாம். मनोबुद्ध्यहंकार चित्तानि नाहं न च श्रोतजिह्वे न च घ्राणनेत्रे न च व्योमभूमिर्न तेजो न वायु चिदानन्दरूपं शिवोऽहं 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 शिवोऽहम्. न च प्राणसंज्ञो न वै पञ्चवायु न च प्राणसंज्ञो न वै पञ्चवायु न वा सप्तधातुर्न वा पञ्चकोश न वा सप्तधातुर्न वा पञ्चकोश न वा पाणिपादौ न चोपस्थपायु न वाक्पाणिपादौ न चोपस्थपायु चिदानन्दरूप शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं चिदानन्दरूप शिवोऽहं 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 शिवोऽहम्. न मे द्वेषरागौ न मे लोभमोहौ न मे द्वेषरागौ न मे लोभमोहौ मदो नैव मेनैव मात्सर्यभाव मदो नैव मेनैव मात्सर्यभाव न धर्मो न चार्थो न कामो न मोक्ष न धर्मो न चार्थो न कामो न मोक्ष चिदानन्दरूप शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं चिदानन्दरूप शिवोऽहं 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 शिवोऽहम् न पुण्यं न पापं न सौख्यं न दुःखं न पुण्यं न पापं न सौख्यं न दुःखं न मन्त्रो न तीर्थं न वेदा न यज्ञ न मन्त्रो न तीर्थं न वेदा न यज्ञ अहं भोजनं नैव भोज्यं न भोक्ता अहं भोजनं नैव भोज्यं न भोक्ता चिदानन्दरूप शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं चिदानन्दरूप शिवोऽहं 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 शिवोऽहम् न मे मृत्यु न शङ्का न मे जातिभेद न मे मृत्यु न शङ्का न मे जातिभेद पिता नैव मे नैव माता न जन्म पिता नैव मे नैव माता न जन्म न बन्धुर्न मित्रं गुरुर्नैव शिष्य न बन्धुर्न मित्रं गुरुर्नैव शिष्य चिदानन्दरूप शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं चिदानन्दरूप शिवोऽहं 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 शिवोऽहम् अहं निर्विकल्पो निराकाररूप अहं निर्विकल्पो निराकाररूप विभुत्पाप्य सर्वत्र सर्वेन्द्रियाणां विभुर्पाप्य सर्वत्र सर्वेन्द्रियाणां सदा मे समत्वं न मुक्तिर्न बन्ध सदा मे समत्वं न मुक्तिर्न बन्ध चिदानन्दरूप शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं चिदानन्दरूप शिवोऽहं 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 शिवोऽहम् शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहम् साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः வலது கை மடக்கி கொண்டு வருவோம் மெதுவாக கவனம் சகசிராரம் அமைதியாக சில நிமிடம் தியானத்தில் இருக்கும் ஜெய் ஸ்ரீமாதாஜி. கண்களை திறந்து ஸ்ரீமாதாயோட சொற்பொழிவை கேட்போம்.
Today we have come here to do Hanumana's puja. Sri Hanumana is a great character in our being. And he runs all the way from Swadhisthana to your brain. And he supplies all the necessary guidance we need in our futuristic planning or in our mental activities. He gives us guidance and protection. As you know that Germany is a place where people are very active, very right-sided, use their brain too much, and they are very machine-oriented also. It is very surprising how a deity like Sri Hanumana, who is an eternal child, because he was like a monkey, his head was that of a monkey, if not of an elephant. So he was an eternal child, and he was the one who was used to run the right side of human beings. He was told that you must control the sun to begin with. He has to control the sun, that the sun in the people, if there is too much sun, then he must try to control it and make it cooler or smoother. So he was a child after all. So as soon he was born, when he knew that he has to look after the sun, he said, why not eat it off? So he ran up the Virata's body and ate up the Surya. There he had to be told, no, you have to control him. You don't have to put him inside your stomach. Because he thought that this sun will be controlled better if he has it in his own stomach. So the beauty of his character is that he's a child. And the childlike behavior of Sri Hanumana has to control the right side. If there's a right-sided mother or a right-sided father. Normally, right-sided people don't get children, normally. They're over right-sided, then even they get children, but they're really not liked by the children because they have no time for children. They all the time are very strict with the children. They shout at them. They don't know how to handle the children. Or they are over-indulgent because they always think that I never got this, so let me give it to the child. So these extreme type of people who are right-sided have got this Hanumana who is nothing but a child. He is very anxious to do the work of Sri Rama. Now Sri Rama is a character, I would say, which is full of balance. Absolutely. He is the benevolent king, which Socrates has described. So he needed somebody with him all the time to do the work or to supply him or to help him like a secretary you can call him. And Sri Hanumana was the one who was created for this purpose. Now, Sri Rama was such a assistant. I mean, you cannot have such a word for him. You can say such a servant of Sri Rama. Even the servants, you see, don't have that much of dedication for their master. You can say like a dog or a horse, but that also doesn't have such dedication for Sri Rama that by the time he grew up, he got now 9 siddhis, Navadha siddhis. 9 siddhis he got. These siddhis are like this, that he could become big, he could become so heavy that nobody could lift him. He could become so sukshma that nobody could see him. He could become so subtle that nobody could see him. There are 9 siddhis that he got. So, a person who has got the right side too much in him, he controls him with these 9 siddhis. Now, how will he control a man who is running very fast in his life? What he does is to control his movement. He makes him in such a way that he has to put down his speed. He makes his feet very heavy. Now he can't do that much. Or he makes his hands very heavy. So the person cannot work very much with his hands. So he can give a tremendous kind of a lethargic heaviness to a person who is a very right-sided person. He has got another siddhis, which are very interesting, is that he can extend he doesn't have many weapons. He has only one gada in his hand. And he can extend his tail to any extent. And he can handle people with his tails. He does not have to use his hand. Sitting down here, he can put the tail around anywhere. If he wants, he can just make a mountain of his tail and sit on that. Like he has all these monkey tricks, as you call them, you see. And all these things he has within himself is to control a person who is extremely right-sided, to begin with. Then he can fly in the air. Just he doesn't have any wings, but he can just fly in the air. That means he can become so big that the amount of air he displaces has a much more weight than his own weight. Just the same principle Archimedes, if you know the Archimedes principle. That he becomes so big that his body starts floating in the air. Like a boat, you see, you can call it. And he can fly in the air. And by flying in the air, he can carry the message from one to another through the ether. Now the subtle of the ether that we have is under the command of Sri Hanumana. He is the one who controls, or is the lord of this ether, the subtle of the ether, or say the causal of the ether, and through it, it communicates. All the communications that you find, like we have within ourselves also of ductless glands, which a pituitary is using ductless glands, is through Hanumana's movement. Because he can go into a nirakar, he can go into a formless state. Also the communications we know, for this communication that we have, maybe we can say that we have got a loudspeaker. But we have a television, we have got radios and all those things. Where we catch on to the ether anything is all the blessings of Hanumana and are available to people who are right-sided. Only the right-sided people discover these things of the space, which we call as a cordless telephone or a thing without. We have also telegraphs and where we don't use any wires. So without any connection, through the ether, he can manage. So all the ethereal connections has been done by this great engineer, Sri Hanumana. And it is so perfect, that you cannot challenge it and you cannot find faults with it. Maybe your instruments may not be all right, but as far as his ethereal work is concerned, he is perfectly there. Now the scientists discover it and think that it is in the nature, but they never think, how can it be? We say something in the ether, and how is it is received on the other hand? They just take it for granted that it is so, that we say something here or we relay something on the television and it is seen the other side. But they never even think or search out how it is done, what is the way. And this is what is the work of Sri Hanumana, who has done such a beautiful network. And through that network, all these things work out. So, even on the right side, the vibrations we get in the molecules, as you know that we get molecules like sulfur dioxide. If you have the sulfur has 2 oxygen and the oxygen goes on pulsating like that. They are isometric, symmetric type of vibrations. You all must be knowing about it. So all these things, symmetric and isometric vibrations, are created by whom? Nobody wants to know. Nobody wants to find out. Because after all, in an atom or imagine in a molecule, that deep, who does that job? Is done by Sri Hanuman in his subtle ways. So he has another great siddhi, which we call as anima. Anima, anu means a molecule, and that means it can enter into a molecule, or renu is the atom. It can enter into molecule or into atom. Now many scientists think that they are in the modern times they discovered the molecules. It's not so, because it's already in our old scriptures description of anima is there, is of anu, renu is there. So it's already described there. Now, then wherever you see the electromagnetic forces working, it is worked through Hanumana's blessings. He is the one who creates electromagnetic forces. So now we can see that as Ganesha has got the magnetic force in him, he is the magnet. He has got the magnetic force. Then we can say the electromagnetic is the one which we call as Hanumana's force, on the material side of it. But from the matter, he goes up to the brain. So he rises from Swadhisthana up to the brain. So in the brain also, he creates the co-relationships of different sides of our brain. So how much he gives us? I mean, we can say if Ganesha gives us the wisdom, then he gives us the power to think. He protects us also, that we should not think of bad things. That is, we can say that if Ganesha gives us the wisdom, then Sri Hanumana gives us the conscience. I hope you understand the difference between the two. Wisdom is where you do not need conscience so much because you are wise, you know what is good, what is bad. But conscience is needed in a personality where he is to be controlled. And that control comes from Sri Hanumana, which is the conscience in the human being. Now this conscience, which is Sri Hanumana, is the subtle form of him, which gives us, is in Sanskrit called as Sat Viveka Buddhi. Means Sat means truth, Asat means untruth, and Viveka means the discrimination, and Buddhi means the intelligence. So intelligence to discriminate between the truth and untruth is given to us by Sri Hanumana. In the Sahaja Yoga system, if we say that Ganesha is the one who gives us, he is the Adhyaksha, means he is the, I call him as the chancellor of the university. He is the one who goes on degree to us. Now you have crossed this chakra, that chakra, that chakra. And he helps us to know that what state we are in. So the Ganesha gives us, say, Nirvichar Samadhi, which we can call it as the thoughtless awareness, and Nirvikalpa Samadhi. He gives all that, and also he gives us joy. But the understanding that this is good, this is for our benevolence, mental understanding comes to us from Sri Hanumana. And it's very important for Western people because it has to be mental, otherwise they won't understand. If it is not mental, they cannot come into abstract. It has to be mental. And so the mental understanding of whether it is good or bad is given to us by Sri Hanumana. Without him, even if you become a saint, you will be, of course, you are a saint and you will enjoy the saintliness. But whether this saintliness is all right if you live on Himalayas or is all right when you go across to people to give them realization, all this scanning, this Viveka Buddhi, all this scanning, all this discrimination, all this guidance, all this protection is given to us by Sri Hanumana. Germany being a country which is very, very much, I should say, an essence of right side. And because of it being such an essence of right side, it's important to get the protector of right side here worshipped. But in all that, Viveka Buddhi, in that discrimination, he knows one thing, that he is absolutely subservient to Sri Rama. Now what is Sri Rama? Sri Rama is the benevolent king. He works for the benevolence. And Sri Rama himself is a formal king, like Sankocha we call it. I mean, English words are not so good to explain, but Sri Rama is the one who is, who will not push forward himself. He keeps back. He's very balanced. He's a very poised person. So the Hanumana, you see, he is the one who is always anxious to do the work of Sri Rama. Always. If Sri Rama says, all right, you go and get the, he told him, go and get the Sanjeevani, is the kind of a herb that was needed to bring Lakshmana to life. He went there and he brought the whole mountain with him. Now let her have it. It's like that sort of person. You see, so he brought that's childlike behavior of his. And the discrimination in this is that if Sri Rama has asked for, whatever he asked for, I'll do it. So is a relationship of I would say like a guru and shishya. But even more than that the shishya is just like a subservient servant, absolutely surrendered to God. Absolutely surrendered to God. And his main theme is surrender. Now see, this surrender itself shows that all those who are right-sided people are surrendered to God, not surrendered to their bosses. Mostly all those right-sided people are very surrendered to their bosses, surrendered to their jobs, sometimes surrendered to their wives also. But they are subservient to wrong people. They have no discretion. You will always find that. They have no discretion. But if you take the help of Hanumana, then he tells you that you have to be surrendered to God Almighty and not to anybody else, or to your guru like Rama. Otherwise, you are not to be surrendered to anybody else, and then you are a free bird and you have all the 9 powers within yourself. Hanumana's whole thing is to antidote your overactivity, to antidote your too much thinking, to antidote your ego. Now, how he finishes the ego of people is very sweetly shown when he burnt the whole of Lanka, is the capital of Ravana, and the way he made fun of him. Because, see, anybody who is egoistical, one must make fun of him, then he is all right. Like first he went and when Ravana saw him, he said, "Who are you?" The monkey. So he just pushed his tail towards him and tickled his nose with his tail. So he's the one who makes fun of egoistical people. Now if somebody egoistical tries to trouble you, he's the one, he'll make such fun out of him that you'll be amazed how this fellow was jumping like a Humpty Dumpty has fallen down and has broken his crown. So, see, it is the job of Hanumana to protect you from egoistical people. And also he protects the egoistical people by showing them down, like say Saddam. In the case of Saddam, I just asked Hanumana to do the job because I know he'll do it. Now, how he has put this Saddam into different circumstances that he doesn't know what to do. He doesn't know how to go, because supposing he says, all right, I'll have war. So the whole of Iraq will be finished. He'll be finished, Kuwait will be finished, all petrol will be finished, all right. Everybody will be in trouble. But what about him? He won't be there too. Because if the Americans have to fight, they'll go in his place and fight. They won't fight in America. He's not going to go to America to fight them. Few Americans may be dead. So now, in this Saddam's brain also Hanumana is working and telling him, now see, mister, if you do like this, then this will happen. He works into the brains of all the politicians, all these egoistical people. And then they get sometimes stunned, sometimes they change their policies, they come round, and that's how they manage. Also, another great quality of Hanumana is that he makes people sort of an arbitrator. He makes people meet each other, and two egoistical people, he will make them meet, and then he'll create such situation that they both become friends and become mild. So his whole character within us acts us to see our ego, discriminate that, oh, this is my ego that is working, and then to become childlike and sweet, mirthful and happy. He's always in a dancing mood. All the time he's dancing, and before Rama he's always bowed down and always wants to do whatever is the desire of Sri Ram. So if Ganesha stands behind me, Hanumana stands here at my feet. And he's there. In the same way, I would say, if Germany has, he has asked me that if Germany can become like Hanumana, then what a dynamic force we have if they become so subservient. And the subservient nature of Hanumana is seen to such an extent that, as you know the story of Sita when she gave a necklace to him and he wouldn't wear it because inside there was no Ram. Once Sita felt that all the time he is around and so he is sort of cutting out his privacy, her privacy. So she said, now, you can be there only for one work. You need not do every work. He used to do every work of Sri Ram. He said, for one work you should be there, choose whichever work you want to do. He said, only, you see, I would like to be with Sri Ram, that whenever he sneezes, I should do like this. You see, in India, when we sneeze, we have to do like this with this. Because the sneezing is, you see, to avoid all the negativity to go out. So we do like this if you sneeze. Or if you feel sleepy and you yawn, then also we do like that, mostly. So he said, whenever he'll yawn, you allow me just to, this we call it chutki, I don't know what you call this, chutki. Allow me to do this. Sita said, this is something very little work. You see, this fellow then will be out of sight. So he stood there. So he said, now why are you standing here? I'm waiting for that. So how can I go? And that's how she granted. First she granted, all right, given to you this job. Now she can't take it back because she's granted this job. So he's always there like this, standing just to do this to Sri Ram. So I mean the sweetness of the whole thing is that every time, every minute he is subservient, he is attentive, he is there. Also in Sahaja, I have relationships with you as a guru, as a mother, and I don't know, unlimited. But still, these two relationships we know of, that I am your mother and I am your guru. Now as a guru, my main concern is that you should learn all about Sahaja Yoga. You should become experts of Sahaja Yoga and you should become yourself the gurus. This is the only concern I have. But for that, complete surrender is required. Islam means surrender. So you have to surrender. If you are surrendered, then only you can learn what is the way you will handle Sahaja Yoga. Now, even this surrendering is done by Sri Hanumana. He is the one who teaches you how to surrender or makes you surrender. Because egoistical people don't surrender. Then he puts some sort of hurdles or some sort of miracles or some tricks by which then a disciple surrenders himself to the Guru. Otherwise, he is not surrendered. He finds it difficult to surrender. And the force that acts to make him surrender to the Guru is also that of Hanumana. So not that he is only surrendered, but he makes others also to be surrendered.
जय श्री माता जी. கண்கள் மூடி சில நிமிடம் தியானத்தில் இருப்போம். ஜெய் ஸ்ரீ மாதாஜி. கண்களை திறந்து ஸ்ரீ மாதாஜிக்கு நன்றியை கூறி நமஸ்காரம் பண்ணி குண்டலினி வர்த்தி வந்தன் போட்டுக்கொள்வோம். जय श्री माता जी.
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 जय श्री माता जी.